Yeah, don't worry about the window and the border. Opening up the side borders is quite difficult, sir. Well, I tried my damnedest to get rid of the flicker using the wait command, which I'm amazed how many websites do not explain that properly. I'm specifically talking about when you use the wait command to wait for a particular scan line, which you can't do in BASIC. What you can do is wait for the scan line to either be in, starting, or leaving one of 8 sections of the screen, vertically obviously. And that's denoted by, actually it's 9. So when you say wait 53265, I think it is, comma 1 to 8, you're telling it to wait until it gets like here, I believe. And if you do comma 1 to 8, comma 1 to 8, it has to wait for it to get there and then leave there. So that's completely off the screen. So, but you know, such a time critical thing. Doing that in BASIC, I think the problem is the print statements take more than 1 frame. Now, there is a way to kind of speed it up. You'll be happy to know this isn't a coding episode. I just want to play some games. Want him in the games until he dies, please. Yeah, that's the West Midlands version of Tron, because famously David Ward is an English actor. That's why it doesn't talk like Bruce Box like that. And yeah, anyway, you get the idea. See, I have a problem with watching cartoons and computer generated stuff now, because basically they're not real world locations. I've done that, and Quick Snacks is bloody brilliant. The colours are a bit dumb, fucked up, however you want to describe it, but you know. So there's Bubble Dizzy, which I don't get on with, I'm not very good at. It's very simplistic. There's Dizzy Down the Rapids, which is very good. Plus the cat to come in when I got bloody rolled up in the mouth. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Dizzy Down the Rapids is a good one. And Quick Snacks. Don't like any of the other Dizzy related games at all. And I only like those ones on the C64. Quick Snacks on the Amstrad CPC seems to be a Pengo knockoff. It's not even the same game. I've got no idea if it come out on the Spectrum, because I went and had a look at the Amstrad version. I was like, oh, I'd be interested to see if they do flip screen or, you know, quarter screen scrolling or something like that. I think the fact that the demo scene wasn't very big. Where's the skiing game? Okay, I was going to play that. I think we've actually done all of these except the Quattro games. Yeah, we have. Pro Skateboard I've done already. Luckily I don't have to play that rubbish. So I guess we go in the Mastertronic directory. I could try out some other pinball games. Famously, I had a pinball game, and I forgot what pinball game it was on the C64. Probably 10 years ago, I forgot that. I have memories of going through all the pinball games on, 1164 and Game Base 64, obviously, and nothing triggered any memories. So I must have borrowed it. I thought it was rubbish. I never bothered with them again until I think it was Pinball Fantasies, or was it Dreams, on the Amiga. I put Chromosome in there because it looked interesting. Great, there's no dots. But I don't actually have Chromosome, I don't think. It's not here in the pile of stuff. Oh, we had Energy Warrior. I think Energy Warrior. Oh, and Curse of Sherwood. Here we go, they're right here together. That's convenient. Oh, and Protector. Oh, and Sailing. So that pile there is actually games I haven't done. Oh, I said I'd look at Starlifter again. Have I done SOS? I don't know if I've done SOS. I'll look at screenshots. Looks isometric. That's always a bad sign. Actually, I don't think I've done this Pro Skateboard Simulator. And there's a skiing game I haven't done either. Someone wanted to bone Suzanne in the development team. A common thing, dreams of getting to bone a woman. Right, okay, press fire button to start. So it's like 3D Galax crossed with Ball Blazer. I suppose you could say Buck Rogers. Actually, you can't fire or anything. If that's it, it's a very simple game. So it's avoid them up, is it? I have really good eyesight for this because they scale in from a tiny little multicoloured picture. Which back then when I was young and my eyes were perfect, looked massive. I didn't say game over. So it's a 3D avoid them up. Okay, looks like we're playing something else. That's a very simplistic game. It's more like a demo routine that someone tried to make into a simple game to sell to Mastertronic. Ah well, they can't all be, hidden gems. Ooh, I don't like that term. So we have to go in the Codemasters directory to find the skateboard thing. No, not the skateboard thing, the Pro Ski Simulator thingy. I really need to sort this SD card out. It don't make any sense anymore. can't really search for stuff on a C64 using the SD tie, so you have to do it on your PC. That's just the way it is. Right, it's going to be in one of these Codemasters things, isn't it? Right, it's not here. I don't know if I've done wrestling, I think I have. Done Miami Chase versus Miami Vice, I remember doing that one. There's another one here. Starting now. Joystick is important too, I could use a joystick. I don't want to get fag ash on the old zip stick in it. We could try the Competition Pro actually. So it's not in here. I think I tried Powerboat Simulator, but Jet Ski Simulator looks like exactly the same rubbish, in quotes, Spectrum graphics, which is fine for a Spectrum. That's the only screen mode the machine's got. It's only got one screen mode. Yeah. There we go. I knew I had it somewhere. Have I played Race Against Time? Because it's sunny today and I got up quite late, it's not as cold as usual. But the coffee has gone cold. Well, I'd say this coffee is about 40 degrees C. I ain't got anything to say, so I'm turning the camera off right there. Right there. I don't want a two-player game. This reminds me of something. Hang on a minute. Hybris tune. Reminds me of the Hybris tune actually. I had to think about that because I could hear the music but I couldn't see the visuals that go with it. Hey. Now let me get the instructions out again, right. Says hold fire button to crouch and go even faster and fire button repeatedly. So this is software scrolling. Is it joystick port 1 then for one player game? Obviously the controls are reversed because I'm facing the screen. I know. The graphics are so small I can't tell which way I'm bloody facing. It would have been a nice game if it had been like the full width of the screen. And maybe 50% bigger graphics. Well, the scrolling can't keep up with me, so they're obviously doing some weird character-based scrolling. Yeah, well, software scrolling, 4 colours only, tiny graphics and a tiny game window. I didn't buy an Amstrad to have rubbish conversions on it like that, mate. And by rubbish conversions, I mean you can do better than that on the Amstrad. I believe, well I'm not 100% sure, that both the BBC Micro and the Amstrad CPC had the same ability to do a sort of pseudo hardware vertical scroll as the Atari ST. Now they kind of discovered that after the ST came out, so early games like Xevious are doing software scrolling. Right, I have to go and check on the cats now. Okay, there's some sort of tension today. So you know what, Aslan, we have to have a shift change, buddy. You're sitting on the footstool, so you've had your vitamin D for the day, which is why cats sit in the sun, to get vitamin D. Come down again, buddy. There you go, shift change has occurred. The tension is because of Chucky. He smells a bit testosterone-y today, I think. And that is a technical term. Where the hell did I put Rolling Running? So what was the other game we were going to try? Pro Skater. I think I put that in the specifically in this section. Here we go. I'm a pro at running a selfish channel hosted by an obnoxious host. I'm a pro at that. I specialise in the Commodore 8-bit centric aspect of retro gaming, but we do encroach on other things. Like I said, I've got an Intellivision right there on the pedestal on the side of the desk. It's not a new roll up, it's just the end of the old one. So yes. So yeah, today the kitchen has warmed up nicely and it will remain warm until about, I'd say about 4:30. Plenty of time to move some stuff around and build some cabinets, methinks. Have a bit of a clean up as well, I think. Adamski loves this Trinitron. I was going to say music sounds familiar, but that's just a Cracktron. Same music on different cracks. Used SIDs on a crack are like used toilet paper, mate. No one wants them. Half the time they're ripped from commercial games anyway. No. Why don't you just ask me if I want trainers, because I'm going to be saying no. Oh, hang on, it said music samples. Give me a chance to read it, mate. This sounds familiar as well. Alright. So this is a Gavin Rayburn game. So this is correct. Because if you have anything static on the sides of where the scrolling window is, what's wrong with that? I'll go down here, thanks. What's wrong with that? Why can't I go on the brand stuff? See, the thing is, if you press back more than once, it does a 180, which I don't like. and you have to press back to brake, so you've got to avoid the dirt. Oh, yeah, definitely have to avoid the dirt. You have to collect all the flags. So it's, no, so it's kind of like up and down, bloody hell. Well, I can't go back that way, can I, mate? Yeah, I don't like this. This is a typical Mad Commodore experience. This is. It's not a classic. This is just the usual shit. Classic means, yeah, that's brilliant. And typical. What are you doing there, Adamski? Hey! Shh! Shh! If I find out it's you causing attention, you won't be getting any treats, mate. First day of the face mask removal. Yes, my problem with that stupid hair gel addicted dumb fuck, Sir Keir Starmer. See, I said sir, so technically I'm okay there. Because he just agrees with anything the government says. Now, what he should be doing is giving his votes immediately for restrictions to come in, because the Conservatives are only cared about making money. Don't give a shit about hundreds and hundreds of people dying every fucking 2 days, or even 1 day. At the moment, it's between 300 and 400 like a day. That's ridiculous. That's like 2,500 people. 10,000 people are dying a month. Now that stupid bald cocksucker, Saeed Javid, he said, you know, we're not bringing restrictions back until it's 20,000 deaths per year. Well, technically it is. If you're measuring it on a monthly basis, we're at that stage now. We're at a much higher stage. So, you know. Or are we? Hang on. Oh, fuck me. What? He expects us to be in 700 deaths a week before we get the fucking introduction of face masks. Oh, yeah, see. So my point is, the Labour leader should be holding the votes back for easing restrictions. He should really, because he said, I want to see the scientific data, and there is no scientific data. There's financial data that basically supports the abolition of face masks now. Every other country with these figures right now would be shitting themselves. And the problem is, got a booster. Well, the booster jab, mate, doesn't stop pensioners dying, doesn't stop people with vascular diseases dying, blah, 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 people with asthma, ex-smokers. There's about 10-15% of the population, although they don't all realise it, that are at risk of, severe illness, hospitalisation, and long COVID at best. And that's really, So I guess this is Jet Bike Simulator. Rallycross is the one that won't fucking work because it's a multi-load and no one cracked it properly. And I think I couldn't use the tape thing with, the C64 full size. I think Jet Bikes is the only one at the moment because we've done that. The rest are all Mastertronic. So we've got to have a look at Starlifter again. Then we've got Non-Terraqueous. I've done Scout. I've done 180. I've done Werewolves in London. The Sand Off cassettes. Don't that take you back to your youth, mate? I've done there, right, okay. Yeah, we did want jet bikes. I'm looking for the instructions on that one. Quite a few, so there you go. We put them in no order whatsoever. There we go. Jet bike simulator. Is it on the sports one that we just had? No, it isn't actually. Well, if it's a full price release, we're a bit fucked. Well, this is called Championship Jet Ski, and that's called Jet Bike Simulator. Okay. Are they the same game? Tell me quick now. No, I don't think they are. We got the instructions for Ghost Hunters here, but the graphics, no, they're a bit too Commodore high-res character-based mode. They could have done Law of the West on the Spectrum. Would have been 80% lower resolution, but obviously I pressed 1. Bit of a problem with the X-Files now. Mulder has now disappeared. Scully is on maternity leave. Yeah, no, I've played this. Yeah, we played this one. I need to find Championship Jet Ski. But that might actually be the same game as that, although it looks different in the screenshots. But then, I've only got my CRT glasses on. That's a caveat there. So, the X-Files is pretty shit at the moment. It's, Agent Doggett. I was trying to think of his first name. But yeah, it's him. The T-1000 from Terminator 2. Here we go. I have to sit down and play Wizardry properly one day. See if I can actually work out. Be nicer if I had my magazines unpacked. So then I could just like flick through all the issues of, say, Zap 64, because I know which one. I think I recognise the cover for that one. So let's do S, right. So there's no Championship Jet Ski there. There's no Championship Jet Ski there. Yeah, Grand Prix Simulator is no better than... Oh, I did actually try to find some gameplay videos of BMX Simulator on the ST specifically. I wanted to hear the sound, title music specifically, and I think someone was reviewing it as part of the Quattro pack. There was a Quattro pack for the Atari ST. I'll have to investigate this because I don't know how much it was. Now, he was saying about BMX Simulator, I hope this was a budget game. I hope this was a... You fucking dumb cunt. When did Codemasters release games on their own at full price on the Amiga or ST? It's not Virgin Mastertronic, mate, where Virgin bought out Mastertronic because Mastertronic got fucked on delays to supplies of Sega Master Systems that they'd paid for well before Christmas and didn't arrive until after Christmas, so they all got fucked. And he kept moaning and saying, oh, it's rubbish game, there's no scrolling. And I'm like, why would there be scrolling in BMX Simulator? It's a budget game. Have you played any fucking £10 games? They're fucking horrible. The only remotely nice budget game with budget quality graphics, although not budget quality scrolling, is Sidewinder on the ST. That's really impressive for the ST. Anyway, playing samples and scrolling the screen vertically. It's only and it's smooth relatively. It's only the horizontal, which is like quarter screen, flip screen. So they could have just ignored that completely, but yeah, anyway. So I was looking for Rally Simulator specifically. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. At least get the basics in there. You know, some things are obvious. I might not know how much a Quattro pack is, but I do know that, you know, Codemasters games on the Amiga were £9.99, same as Mastertronic, because they copied Mastertronic as they did in the 8-bit era. Mastertronic were the first ones to do ST and Amiga games. Yeah, this is not going well. However, I don't think I played Murray Mouse. Maybe because it's terrible. And I was like, well, that just fucking ruined it for me. I didn't want to hear someone talking over the music and sound effects either. So I didn't want to look at a review. But, you know, that's not his fault. But then going on about, oh, yeah, very simple game, yeah. And then he said, I've got Super Sprint on the ST and it's brilliant. Super Sprint on the ST was 20 fucking quid. And BMX Simulator with better music and better graphics. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck you, what the hell are these people? This is why I watch very few channels on YouTube. It's not just because of the fact that I'm not interested really in NES, except for like rare exceptions. Like that Konami Famicom only, Japan only exclusive shoot 'em up in like 92 on the Famicom, which is really impressive. It's a super hack, and they should really do one for Quick Snacks, but yeah. So it's like, yeah. Because he mentioned that it's on the C64. It was alright up until the sounds like a fucking 2-week-old Sid crying for its fucking nappy being changed. Oh no! Ian Gray, we're fucked. See, comments like, oh no, Ian Gray, we're fucked. It actually makes it, oh, great. I believe he's using 2 sprites there. You are carrying nothing. So let me guess, we can't go this way. Oh, we can go this way. The sun in the sky says good morning, young Murray. So what do I say back to that then? This is really for children, so... Is that something I can... That's not something I can pick up. You are carrying circuit, you... Okay. Right, okay, fire button. Do I have to jump over them? Oh, it's that bit at the very beginning. The first like 4 or 5 seconds is safety dance from Men Without Hats. Do I really need this shit? I told you we're fucked. I don't want to solve fucking puzzles and traps with this shit fucking graphics and a tiny screen and rubbish gameplay. Fuck off, mate. And technically this is a classic Mad Commodore episode. I swear a lot. There's loads of shit games. I think it's time for the Mastertronic directory. No, what's that? Right, sailing we do last, that's correct, that is. And then second from last we do Non-Terra Aqueous. Third from last, Curse of Sherwood. Because they all look rubbish. Energy Warrior, what's that look like? Okay, that's a shmup. Starlifter and Protector. So I'll do Energy Warrior next. Because I know what Starlifter's like. Which is not bad. You have to take things in context, not only the technology at the time, but that it was budget, and that £8, £7 or £8 less was a lot of money back then in the mid-80s for a kid, even a teenager. I didn't have a paper round. I didn't fancy getting fucking kidnapped and buggered at 6 o'clock in the morning and my bike being left on the road and my parents going fucking crazy and, you know, becoming mentally ill by that. Yeah, anyway. But basically, I just didn't want to get kidnapped. How am I going to play C64 games if I've got kidnapped in it? Yeah, there's a few in here, but I don't know if I've got Energy Warrior in any of these. I think these are like just a selection. Yeah, see. Although I did do some later ones. Now the problem here is I've only gone up to 86 when I updated this directory. And for some reason, Bomb Fusion is here. See what I did there, innit? So... Oh, actually, yeah, we could have played Laser Force, but it's on the memory card in this camera. And delete. No, I want Mastertronic, obviously. I was trying to remember that Codemasters game. Anyway, it's written by the same guy who wrote Thunderbolt, and it's pretty good actually. Energy Warp, spelt wrong. Now it's Energy Warrior. Oh look, there's an NTSC specific version. So anyway, I found this basic program that will draw like 5 or 6 raster bars in the border. And I tried to adapt that because obviously, you know, but the problem is I'm printing so much on one line between like push scrolling the screen down one character that it's a real problem. Now looking at the code for the basic program, it was actually being required to wait for a certain instance. Yeah, obviously basic is fast. Oh, I did find out that if you do pokes and peeks, they are faster if you poke and peek an address rather than an absolute number. So that's interesting actually. I think the problem there is you sometimes, okay, usually it's left arrow key to get out of there. Crazy hack shit. Actually, that just reminds me, even though I've forgotten what I was just fucking talking about. I know I was talking about the raster thing, but I'm printing too much on the screen. It takes more than 1/50th of a second to finish the printing, so if you just wanted a road on the screen, you can print spaces on a screen full of reversed spaces with a different colour. That would work. But then that's not what I wanted to do, so I don't know. That'd be a very rubbish game, just like a grey tarmac road. Anyway, let's get the old reading glasses out, because the clouds are coming out in it. Clouds! So yeah, what I forgot to finish saying yesterday was after some idiot knocked on my door, I think they just moved in, about 3 doors up, asking me if the old car is for sale. Anyway, I don't know if it's his friend or his gay lover or whatever sexual partner that lives in there with him. He looks like a knob anyway, so that would be ironic, wouldn't it? Ooh, I'm getting distracted because I'm reading this while I'm telling you. Yeah, so the other one knocked on the door. This was like 10 minutes later, and I'm on the fucking phone, right? And you can see I'm on the phone. I go up to the window because I'm upstairs. It's a big house, and there's no one with an appointment to come round. So unless I see, like, you know, anyway, never mind. And he's like, so I open the window in the front bedroom, and I'll say like, hello, yeah, whatever. And he's like, and he said something, and traffic came straight past, like a big lorry or something, while he was talking. I said, what? He's like, do you speak English? I'm like, you fucking cocksucker. You look like the penis of a fucking loser. Literally, that's what your face looks like. And you got the cheek to basically imply that I don't look fucking normal for this country. Do you speak English? Yes, I do speak fucking English. Now, if I'd remembered that scene from Black Rain, which is a brilliant film, I would have said anyway. I was like, yes. And then he proceeded to say, we're burning some rubbish. Is that okay? And I'm like, yeah, fine, get on, fuck off. Yeah, the whole time I had my fucking phone up to my ear at the same time. So obviously I'm on the phone. What the fuck do you want? Get on with it. You fly JOS fighter. You have powerful beam lasers that fire towards and fire forwards. Fucking hell, there's not enough light. Yes, fire forwards and blitz bombs that explode all aliens on screen. You start with a limited number of these. Okay, I hope that don't mean lasers. But can pick up more from bonus tiles, I think it says. Or could be files. Wow, these are really small fonts. Oh yeah, we're going to play Molecule, man, because it's on the other side of this, because you've got instructions, isn't it? Alright, okay, you need to patrol the 10 areas and make sure that the aliens do not have a free run to destroy any one of them. Do not concentrate on one area, as then the aliens will have no difficulty in destroying the others. Okay, so it says regional status is the M key, and the Blitz bomb, which I presume is a smart bomb. That's going to be, anyway, that's the Commodore key. Don't really have any more instructions. That is it, literally. We've got 10 areas. Oh, there's some... Right, there's a bit here with gameplay. You are responsible for 3 regions. He said 10 here. Oh, he says you can patrol. You patrol the 10 areas on the inside, but here it says you... Yeah, this is confusing already. Doesn't help having the instructions. So this is quite nice. Quite like that. The music might sound better if it's not being pushed through the thick fur of Adamski there, but Adamski has decided this is his Trinitron, and who can blame him? Okay. So hang on, I'm pressing M and nothing's happening. What a surprise there. So how do I go to the different areas? It's never explained that. Okay, so you can't go off that area of the screen. It said there must be a way to get some sort of map. You have to clear the area first. Why wouldn't it give me a map first? Oh, really? So we're back to where we were with this game. We've got the inlay. So basically, I reckon half the time with these fucking games, because I can't remember for sure, you'd get home after school and you'd go to the first house on the way home, that of you and your mates. Try out whatever game you just bought from the sweet shop round the corner from the school. There's a weird thing about Mastertronic. Go in there, you get your Golden Wonder crisps, although now Smith's crisps are the king. The king, sir! So no, that's not like a portal. There's no portal or anything. Doesn't tell me how many I've got to... How am I supposed to know what area I'm in? Is it basically 10 screens wide? Is that what they're saying to me? You know what, if I wanted to play a game like where you scroll left and right between 2 like barriers, virtual barriers, I don't get that game. I'll just play City Fighter instead. I need to remember to fucking finish off my sentences. So annoying when I watch my videos and I'm like, but you didn't say that, that idiot come up to the door and said, do you speak English? I was like, are you actually a knob? Or do you just look like you've got a face of a fucking penis, mate? So, this is not going well. That's an okay coded game. But I can't see what you got to do on that. And I'm pressing the keys that it says on the instructions. And it's doing nothing. It says press M key for regional status. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, why isn't Starlifter? Oh, I've got them the wrong way around. Right, okay. Let's get this loading and then we'll start reading this shit. I'm sure I had Protector on the Atari ST, but only as a copy. I didn't buy it. Oh, here's Molecule Man, which was bundled with Energy Warrior. Oh, it says free. Did that say free? No. There's just not enough light. And the case is a bit... Oh, no, it says B-side Molecule Man. Good, good. Potentially we might have to so let's do Molecule Man. Can't really fairly rate that particular cassette, but yeah, that's what you do. You'd go home and well, you'd walk home with your friends from school, obviously, because you're spending your bus fare money on budget games. Yeah, money was tight, mate, in '84. And you'd like have to work out the fucking game even though you've got the instructions. Well, sadly, because yeah, like I said, Keir Starmer, he should be blocking every attempt to remove restrictions, because it's quite obvious this government has always introduced restrictions too late and removes those restrictions too early. Oh no, I have to wear a face mask, it's so inconvenient. Cut to a picture of people dying horribly in the fucking hospital. Don't be a selfish prick. Wear a fucking face mask. Yeah, there you go. So that's the audio for my advert done. If I could leave the house without risking my life, which is an OCD related issue. That's the only type of OCD I've got. Yeah, I don't have to have the towels laid out in a specific arrangement on the radiator in the bathroom, or my shoes pointing in a certain direction and always together. Nah. Like normal people, I just if I change my jumper, it just gets thrown on a chair in the room, and I'll wear a thicker jumper because it's a bit cold. You know. Lost in the middle of an enormous maze, I don't like it already. Time and radiation are your enemies. Escape via the teleport. So yeah, Keir Starmer, like I said, need to finish saying what I was going to say. He needs to drag his feet. And he did say, I want to see the scientific evidence. And like I said, there is no scientific evidence to support the removal of the face mask. Certainly not as of yesterday. You know, so he shouldn't have given his vote. So it's basically, he might as well, the Labour Party might as well not exist. Because all they seem to moan about at the moment is Conservatives had a bit of a party now and again. So fucking what, mate? The issue at hand is the numbers have been going up for like 3 days and they're ridiculously high, especially the deaths. But still, you know, 90, 100,000 new fucking infected arseholes, millennials and their parents spreading the shit out of this shit as usual. That's not a worry for Labour, but no, they broke the law. What do they expect to happen? You broke the law. You can't be the fucking government anymore. We've got emergency powers to bring in Labour now. Fuck off. Just fucking. So, Labour are absolutely fucking useless. The way things are going. You know what? If Greenpeace said, right, that's it for the good of the planet now. You can only eat meat fucking once a week. Other than that, you have to eat fucking vegetables that don't rape the planet to be grown. And you can only have 2 kids ever in your life. If you have 3 kids, that's it. The amount that you're taxed goes up to 90%, and you end up in a fucking DOS house because you're too poor to support your kids. And your 3rd kid is given to like a family that can't have kids, you know, for medical reasons, or they left it too late, like most intelligent people probably do. Yeah, the ones having yeah, anyway, let's end that discussion. Escape via the teleport would be easy, apart from the fact that you need to collect the 16 parts of the circuit first. In this cruel world, extra time can be bought with money. However, when you find a coin, you have to decide whether to buy life pills or the bombs you need to reach. This is going to be a shit game. Controls definable at the start of play. Okay. So at least I'm giving it a go. Right? You can't say I'm not giving it a go. So no, and I'm playing them without any cheats, because I'm trying to play these games how I would have had to play them. Like I said, if you get home and you load it up and your mate's with you and you're like, what the fuck is going on? You read the instructions a couple of times, you know, Sounds a bit like that thing in that movie. Fuck, I forget what it's called now. It's one where the third one had, what's his name? Tamir Hassan. What the fuck is this? What the hell are you cats been doing, man? What is that on the fucking... Jesus Christ. When did that appear? Yeah, as you can tell, I don't really want to play this game. I don't like these marks on the CRT because they remind me of when you used to get scratches on used ex-rental CRTs that I used to have to repair. Part of my job. I never sold them myself. There was no eBay in 1990, mate. That was my job. Mate writ off the company van he was using on a Saturday to go out and get pierced by crashing into the back of a motorbike. Yeah, I know where that. That was waiting at a red light at the bottom of a hill. So the van must have been made of rust, which sounds about right. They sacked him, and they said to him, "Do you know anyone who could do your job? We we've got a lot of work on it, mate." So he said, "Yeah, my mate, he can do like more or less what I can do. He doesn't repair stuff, but for this job, he's fine." So I had that job. Anyway, yeah, okay, look, let's just play the game. This game looks fucking horrible already. There is nothing nice about this game. It is silent. No wonder it's fucking free. Now, potentially, if I understood what you're supposed to do on Energy Warrior, and how you get to the fucking map screen, I'd like a backup copy of that recorded on the B-side, not this shit that I'm never going to play. Okay, and it's joystick port 1, so not only is it shit, but it's a late game and you have to fucking... Look at that, it's fucking horrendous. So pressing left on the joystick moves you that way. Can't even work out this. No, it must be joystick. I press 1 for joystick, mate. And now it's fucking crashed. What the fuck does that mean? This is one shit Game Boy. Okay. Press a key for buy. I want fire button for buy. Why can't I have fire button? I want a fuck off. Fuck you, shit. It's a shit game. I've given that more than enough time. Where's that fucking cassette? That cassette's been flushed down the toilet, mate. That's fucking horrible, that is. Right. Let's play Protector now. How's your old camera doing? 46 minutes. Yeah, now obviously yesterday I said I won't be playing as many games. So that's because normally at this time I'd be doing a bit of programming, and I'm not doing any more programming videos until I've worked out something worth showing rather than things I can't do. Or at least mildly impressive. So if you're going to have flicker like going along the screen there like on that shit, then maybe you could print it in 2 halves and have a weight statement between the two, but then that wouldn't help because it just means half the screen is updating on alternate fucking frames. Be like melty face of evil man in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh no, that's a spoiler alert, that is. So, it's, yeah, they're definitely in here because I copied that one. I have played Laser Force, I know I have, so I'm not going to turn the camera off, load it and turn it back on. Don't like sticking the files back together. Oh no, I just remembered. Had to get the cats sorted out. Bollocks. And go. Well, I think it's time for a roll up anyway. You don't get a choice in the mail. I do like the white on blue text, I must admit. Oh, it's a spastic owl, that's what's going on here. Fucking knob who always parks in front of my house annoys me because he's got this shit MPV that looks like a transit van with windows fitted in the back. It's shit. It's fucking massive. I can't even be happy with sitting on the telly, mate. Making the desk wobble. I'm a bit paranoid about this desk, although I don't think the strength of the actual toughened glass has been affected. Graphics by Garfield. Is that really his name? Or is he just annoying fat and ginger? I think Bill Murray was the perfect person to do the, the voice for the film version of Garfield. I can't remember who does, the other one. Double reading glasses, here we go. Yeah, I don't really want the back stuff. Right, okay. Right, your mission objective is to collect all the supplies that are scattered around the desert landscape and return them to your cave base. When all the supply cases have been collected, the parts contained within build a bomb. Take this bomb and drop it on your opponent's base. Right, okay. Oh, is this 2-player only? It doesn't actually say. Well, I guess we're going to find out. Okay. Okay, well, the next one is Curse of Sherwood then. You know what, we'll just play Starlifter. That's, I'm not going to play that because it's just 2-player only game. So like I was saying, I didn't do any coding this morning, so that's why there's some games being played. Well, check that out. They've been mostly too shit to play them. What the fuck was that? Oh yeah, another thing I read on the TV. Buddy, what are you doing? Shh! Hey, what are you trying to get to? Oi! We're pushing the hi-fi switch. What have you got in there? Oh, you want this? How'd you get that in there? A bit of paper I'll roll up. I don't actually need to buy expensive or medium priced or any kind of toys actually for your cats. That's a pity. Sure, the SD version was 1 player. What are we playing? Starlifter, yes. Starlifter's in Master. You idiot, mad Commodore. There we it goes. I've tried Starlifter, so I know it works. Quick, before the Argos executive hard Bulgarian leather chair with armrests completely deflated. So this needs to go out, but I haven't got another chair to put here. Well, not a nice one, I've got a regular chair. Well, they're quite nice for regular, like, dining table chairs, but much better than the shit that's been on sale for the last 15 years, probably. But anyway. Yeah, so I was reading about it, and of course I have to fucking read the idiotic fucking, you know, news articles, and I use the word news very guardedly. And they're like, power hungry or power mad Sadiq Khan, Mayor of London, blocks Boris Johnson's easing of restrictions or something. I was like, it's a fucking ridiculous. And all he'd done is said, from what I could tell, because I stopped reading, I was like, this isn't for me. My IQ is like 10 times too high to read this shit. Maybe 150 times. Maybe you only need an IQ of like fucking 1 or 0.9 or something. And I'm like, fuck off. Of course you shouldn't fucking go on the London Underground without a face mask in them pokey little fucking things. He's looking after the fucking hospitals that are already full up, and they have been full up, too full up at any time of the year. So the music's quite nice. So, as I said before, so Charter Oak's probably his company or family company, and it's written by Steve Lee, Steve Falcon Patrol Lee, as he shall forever be called. So it doesn't get any easier when your roll up goes out, just as you press fire. Okay. Chipstick rapid fire. So you have to get a certain number of enemies on each screen, which is here, I believe. And you have to move as soon as you start the game. That's another thing. Jesus Christ, I can't really see because of the glare from outside. If I move the TV, you're going to get glare from the windows, isn't it? Trick is to go slow. You've got to play it a bit like, you know, Defender. You basically have to avoid their shots. You can run through them, I think. We haven't done a single level yet. I'm doing worse than usual. Maybe you shoot them in the back like a coward. See, there's these things that come up now and again. I think they're being fired by these ships. Right, here we go. So it's basically the same thing on each level, yeah. So maybe it's best to stay out of the way of the... that doesn't work. You're going to have to risk going in like that section as well. So you could just do this, but see, they get you. It's actually quite a tough game. So they don't always like crash into you straight away, sort of thing. Very, very fast and smooth. The coding is as good as Iridium. I won't really call it a Iridium clone because you haven't got to avoid anything other than, you know, enemy shots. The fact that some come from these things here, you know, that's neither here nor there. So I'd say it's a Defender clone, not a Iridium clone. Unless Iridium is a Defender clone, which it isn't. Just because it's bi-directional or horizontal scrolling shoot 'em up doesn't automatically make it a Iridium clone. Well done, Gamebase. Well done. I know which one is making these decisions. He's a real fucking prick. So I've got no lives left. He's not very generous on the extra lives, I must admit. It is arcade difficulty, I will say that. See, I can't get up here and they're not coming down here. No, that. Right, well, I think you've seen enough of that, so, and the cats want their dinner in it.